Hi, it's Sonia and welcome back to my art YouTube channel. Today I'm going to attempt to do an artist vlog. I think I've filmed over the last week little snippets of what I've been working on, and I think there's some sped up processes maybe and voiceover, a few voiceovers. I just need to put it all together. So yeah, let's see what I've been up to this week. It's Friday and I'm at my desk. I just did a very quick, that's my creaky chair. I did a very quick sketch from a sketch. So this one is from this watercolor, and I used my altered loose sketchbook, and this is ink Brittain. And I've kept, you know what, I've actually kept the sort of the blocks, the drawing in places, but I have used the property of it being, you know, water, added a bit of water in places as well. This side is completely, a little bit, totally loose, and I just went to an old photo from Joshua Tree when we were there, and I guess, yeah, just exploring, getting down to enjoying drawing again, and still playing around. So yeah, and now I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to go into something else, but I'm not sure what. Okay, I'm going to do a voiceover for this following segment, which is kind of three processes. And because when I did this one, you can see my hands, I'm sort of talking away, but unfortunately my boiler was cracking on loudly in the background. So in the interest of better sound quality, hopefully, I'm doing, I'm just going to talk through these next three clips. One of them is a bit sped up, but the others are in real time. So this one I'm just sharing, this was still Friday, and I did very quick felt tip sketches of a small plant, pot plant. And I kind of like these studies, and as I always have these bits of paper lying around with, I painted over, I was like, let's use this yellow and go on top, do a plant study really quickly. And I use gouache, and I use very cheap gouache that I purchased quite a while back when we were travelling somewhere, and I'd left all my paints and art stuff at home. So we'd popped into Target, and I'd got these like kids gouache tubes that I didn't end up using, and I actually thought I might give them away as a birthday present to someone, but quite frankly, I don't think according to my boys, none of their friends are into art, so I was like, look, let's just use them myself. And it's perfect for this kind of quick, almost, I don't know, not throw away, but just fun, getting back into sort of painting sketches. And I really actually quite like how this turns out. And this clip is going to end. I end up doing a bit of oil pastel, so I'll try and show this when I go through some of this week's work later on in the video. Okay, this is a sped up clip from, I can't remember what day this is now. My vlog has gone to bits. Basically, yeah, the weekend was busy. I don't think I filmed. Was this Monday? Or was it the weekend? I don't know. Basically, it was still on the theme of sketching from a sketch. To my right is a small sketchbook where I do from life sketches, and there's no colour, as you can see, so I was like, well, I'm going to try and sort of add some colour vaguely from memory, but using this very soft oil pastel box, I actually am and because I don't like mixing, a bit limited, so I guess in some ways it's sort of from memory but also made up colour, just responding to that sketch. And yeah, I feel a lot more confident now. I know I can, because then I have actually covered that page with some clear gessos, because otherwise it would smudge. But now I know how to sort of fix oil pastels more. I am trying to get better at using them in sketchbooks, because they are such a great way, also for early mornings, of just getting, it almost feels like a bit of, it's drawing, but paint. It feels, the fact that you can lay down colours so quickly, and you don't have to worry about palettes or cleaning brushes or getting water. So yeah, this one was okay. I don't love it, if I'm honest. But and the border. So you'll see in a minute, I'll take off I've got back recently into masking tape borders. I feel like sometimes I sort of remember a way of working, do it, then forget it, move on to something else. But yeah, I don't know if I needed that. I mean, as you can see, it's totally uneven. But this was just a quick sketch. Okay, so then we're on to, this is today, and this is real time, and this is from this morning. As I say, I do need to, at the end, I'll probably just go over some work and have a chat, because I did do some other work at the weekend, but I haven't really been filming stuff. This week's theme is, as I said on Substack, and I've made a Patreon video, a terrible title. I mean, my theme for myself is drawing people and body parts. Yeah, body. I mean, I don't know why I came up with. I think the problem was I wanted to draw my hands, so I don't know why I had to add body parts in for myself. Let's just scrap that and say drawing people. But my first day, I was like, I wanted to. I think it's a way. I don't know. We'll see how this week goes. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it quite as much as maybe my first week of ugly abstract art. It is a way of, I just wanted to push myself a little bit with some observational drawing again, and at the same time though, I am keeping it really loose. I'm using an old, which I did show on my Patreon video, an old figurative art sketchbook, or one with a lot of life drawing that I love, which is one that there's a sketchbook tour of it somewhere on my YouTube channel. So I kind of use that for inspiration, because I sort of thought, actually I can make drawing people fun. Sometimes I get a little bit bored if I end up doing it the same way. Like if I do too many 2B pencil studies, I'm like, well, that's great for my skills, but I look at a page and I don't sort of get any energy from it. If that makes sense. So this one, I was like, right, let's go. Let's have to get to work as well. I'm trying to remember that I've got art books. This is good practice to make master copies sometimes, and I'm not going to sell this work. It's in my sketchbook. That artists have been doing this for centuries. This is kind of a good exercise, and I wanted to do that head directly above me, upside down, and I also did it with ink, and I was sort of looking initially for negative space, and then after that I was like, well, I'm game for anything now. Let's just play around with some gouache, different funky colours, like that lovely lurid lime I've used for his face, and yeah, just having a bit of a play. And obviously it was going to be interesting to see what it's like when you sort of turn them back the right way around, but you don't need to. It could just be an upside down drawing. So, and then on the other side I had fun, and these are actually fairly quick exercises. This did not take me too long. So then I did another sketch the right way around, and that was interesting, because then I was like, I start off with a 4B. I don't show this, but I start off with a 4B, and I was like, oh, shall I go into a sort of, it's quite a good initial guide sketch, guidelines. Could I do like shade and really play around with the pencil? But I was like, I feel you've got this colour on the other side. So I go in again, and I will go through some of my work, but with gouache and colours again. And it's quite a fun spread. So, and I do love the bowl haircuts. I felt I would keep with that and really emphasise that, because it's vaguely familiar to me from when I was had one of those haircuts when I was about 8, I believe. So yeah, this is just me. I guess I just wanted to show a little bit of my process on YouTube. I don't tend to make just full-on process videos. I mean, I might if there is enough interest, but they don't tend to do. I don't feel like there's that much interest in just pure process videos here. So I'm sort of reserving that for Patreon if people really want that, and maybe in the future I'll try and make more longer, sort of more like as I would for a workshop, really. But anyway, this is just to show some clips of, I guess, to try and show a bit of behind the scenes artist vlog. It is a bit weird getting back to filming. I often do when I'm engaged in drawing and painting. I'm sort of in my own world sometimes, so and I think that's nice. I still want to keep. I think it's good as artists. I definitely would encourage people feel ready to share, but at the same time, sometimes it is the sort of private time. Then when you want to just switch off and listen to, I like to listen to podcasts, to music, and get in the zone too. So yeah, this, hopefully there's maybe some ideas in this one for you, like play around, do the whole, if you're stuck for a drawing exercise, upside down drawing is great, negative space, playing around, like if you are using a master copy, what's my other tip? If you are using a master copy and you actually be a bit, you don't want to do it exact, try and do some, like, go in the opposite way. Think what's the word, kitsch, or vulgarity, or I don't know, think of a word that's going to inspire you to change up your drawing practice, or maybe go hyper realistic, really challenge yourself if you've got a bit of time, and really practice getting the proportions right, or following that particular artist and learning from them. So yeah, this is going to come to the end of this clip, and then I will I'm going to talk through some art from that I've done the last few days. Okay. Hey, so yeah, basically still Tuesday. I'm just coming in after that voiceover to show some of the work that you saw in the process video clips. Yeah, so this is now with this is my Anything Goes journal. With the clear gesso on top. So that should be fine. I mean, nothing comes off, and that was really smudgy, soft oil pastel. And I haven't dated it either, which is, I really am trying to get better at dating work. Okay, this is the one that I just made and showed in the clip, so you can see both sides of the spread. So this I did upside down, so it's strange when I did turn it round. What I did notice is it's a head, I feel, and I feel like I haven't got, you saw the reference, but it was obviously, I feel like his head was, I made it, squashed him up, but it's quite fun. I mean, in some ways, I don't know, I like these two pages. I think they're bright and colourful. It made me play around with sort of, pattern, changing things up. Yeah, and this one, as I say, I did start off with a 4B pencil. You can't see, but under here there was a 4B pencil, and then I decided to pick up, do the ink, but do the ink for the face in this one, and then played around with just gouache. And I kind of like that. And this is my first day's drawing, because yesterday was like a new week for my drawing project, and the theme being drawing people. But yesterday I just felt like I think it's always good. I really wanted to go back to basics, if that makes sense. Sometimes I think like I get too carried away and going off on creative tangents, which is good, but there is benefit to doing observational drawing, let's be honest, for all artists. I mean, I remember watching a documentary of Tracy Emin, and she spoke like how people, think, obviously she's contemporary art and she's done all the, what's the word? Well, she's done her bed series and her quilts, and then now she's into painting. And she was saying about how people don't know that, like, she has studied drawing and been to life drawing sessions, and she can draw and do skillful drawing as well, just because she's not. And I think that's something that I also want to retain. Like I actually do, like this hand here came out really well, and I do sometimes, I still love a good drawing, and I still love to, but I have to, sometimes it's in the right frame of mind, like these ones of my kids. I like to, depends it really is depending on what's going on in my day-to-day life, like what sort of art do I feel I need for my own, like practice that energizes me and helps me I don't know, deal with, I don't want to be, if I'm feeling really worn out or tired necessarily, because sometimes like observational drawing, it does require, I think, a lot of looking, a lot of focus, concentration. It is, sort of it's a different type of art than obviously my more, as you've seen, I love abstract art, because sometimes that's just more going with if you're ruminating away or you're very low on energy. I feel that sometimes, you know, art can, I don't want to feel more depleted, to be honest with you, from doing something that that I love and I feel I kind of need in my life. And these were fun. I felt quite energized. I feel ready to, if I have some time, go on and do some different art now. Okay, so that brings us up to date to Tuesday. I'm going to assume, I have no idea how I'm going to end this video. We'll find out. Okay, this segment is when I'm on a train on Wednesday going to San Francisco for a meeting with Caroline, who I work with on a art non-profit, and that was to like sort of help in looking at their YouTube presence and I guess social media. And yeah, so this is just, I thought I'd include this because it was part of my day, and I'm trying to get, sometimes I think it's fun when you're watching videos to see other places. So this was the view from Caltrain, and on the way into the city. It's a bit jerky. And then also coming up now will be, I think, a show, a drawing from the afternoon. I've just completed my daily drawing, well, about half an hour ago, and uploaded it. This actually came from, I thought, let's just do another self-portrait. This I did yesterday super quickly, and I really liked it, and as is the way, I don't know, I painted over an old drawing of myself. It doesn't look like me really, but I like elements of it. I think it was a fun exercise, fulfills the brief of drawing people, so it was good. And I've just been working, I don't know why, I guess it's because this is my anything goes journal. I just felt like experimenting with some collage. There's a tree coming here. I don't know, just playing around with material in this sort of notebook. And that's it probably for today. Okay, so I'm going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. This brings us up to, I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning, but it's Thursday. And I have done my drawing for the day, which I'm pleased because I feel like I've procrastinated this morning. I've been doing admin, I don't know, other things. And yeah, I've got around to it. This is an old drawing that I can't remember when I did it, of the youngest. And that head, the problem is like I know I've got the head. Yeah, that head is, I need to locken the colour there. It's awful when you hold it up and you can see issues. But this was just a quick sketch from an old photo of the oldest. So he doesn't look like this at all, but he was playing a board game on the kitchen table. And what I really like is this background is eyeshadow, I don't know if I mentioned it, eyeshadow mixed with gesso. And it has a really toothy texture, and it's actually worked out quite well with these. No, these are a cheap set. These are like, you know, off Amazon. They're good. They're meant to be, they're artist pencils, but they're not terribly expensive. I can't remember the brand. I think I got them from the kids, but I'm using them. And they seem to come, I really actually kind of like that green. I think that's worked well. So that's my drawing for the day to end this week's kind of vlog. I don't know what you want to call it, a look at some work. Thank you as always for watching my videos. I hope maybe there's some ideas in here or inspiration for you when you're working on your art projects, and I don't know, maybe you have videos on like me to keep you company. But yeah, I'll see you next week, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.